All right, we're back outside finally. It is a tolerable temperature, not comfortable, but tolerable. And we have right here in front of us, freshly rebuilt carburetor, which I did actually end up taking partially apart again and painting it and then putting it back together. So we're gonna put this on and see if we can't get this to pop to life. This is not ideal weather to try to start tractors, but we're gonna give it a go. Always the story I heard growing up was that when everything else in this place wouldn't start, this one would. So we might be testing that theory. But anyway, we'll get started on that right after this. Welcome back. If you haven't seen my videos before, I'm Ross the Oliver Man, but today, John Deere. And we're going to see about wedging our enormous self in here and putting the carburetor back on. Probably the fun thing that I'll do is drop it in the dirt before we're done, you know. That would be super cool and fun. Now, the gasket is stuck on the back side pretty good, so I will probably leave that one on, and then we will need one new gasket for the front there, like saying like that, you see. So also my bolt situation here, I need to off camera here quickly decide what's going where, because there's one, I don't remember, there was one that we had trouble getting loose and I don't know why. The one that's the problem is the bottom one on the air tube side. Has to be a short bolt, but that's cool. All right, so how to get your fat self in here. 101. Well, it's not going too well, I'm telling you, friends. Come on, come on. There. Oh, I see what's happening. Stupidity. As usual. It looks so simple, and yet it deceives one. Okay, I'm gonna put that in there, like such. Oh yeah, this is the one that is kind of a trick. It is very difficult with all the other tractors in here to do this. I wonder if I were to get my body back in there farther, if the paramedics would still be able to reach it. Let's see. Oh, that's much better. I think for you, the lighting is better. And also, I have more room. Before I get carried away, I need to drop the gasket down into the frame. Excellent. But I need to get this gasket slid in there. I don't know how well that's gonna go, really. That's cool. That's one thing I really enjoy is, you know, having it be more difficult. You'll get it. You're only half as stupid as you look. Brother. Brother. There. There. Come on. Come on. I'm having a heck of a go here. Can we get that? There. All right. I think we're on the downhill slide here of assembly. We got the bolts started. Now we just have to spend forever tightening them. You would think you could turn them by hand, but it's in just enough of a bind, I guess, that ain't gonna happen. So that's fine. We'll sit here and do one at a time. Oh, fun times! Friends, fun times. We're not gonna get, I don't think this ratcheting wrench works anymore anyway, so it's not like that's gonna help us any. So you'd think there'd be all kinds of room, but that vent tube from the crankcase, or the, what am I trying to say, valve cover, it's always right in the way, it seems, when you're trying to work on these. I don't know why. I don't really want to take it apart just to put in another bolt. So I'll just make the best of it. Alright, I think we're good there. Now we might as well do this before we forget. Let's put that in there, come on. Did I get it through there? No, I didn't. There we go. I really should get better cotter pins here, but I'm not gonna, because that would make sense. And we don't do things that make sense. Sure, that won't come out of there. Oh, that even lined up. How about that? Okay, well, I'm doubting that it's gonna start without filing the points, just because, you know, life. But we're gonna try. Turning on the gas, I guess we'll quickly know whether our float is good or bad, you know, because before it would overflow quite dramatically right away. I'm hoping there's enough gas in it, is there? Has anybody got a match we could hold down there and see? I also bet my battery's dead from cranking on it before all this took place. Well, it's hard to be fat and live in this world, because I can't. I guess it's more a problem of being stupid, because if I would have just stepped on this step, I could have got it just fine. I used to use these screw-on things, but they're not the greatest. They go bad in the joint where you screw them together, and they won't always work. All right, tractor, what do you got? Nothing at all. Nothing. I mean, nothing. So, what does this mean? Does this mean that we have a loose connection, or does this mean that our battery is totally roasted? Which would not be cool, seeing as how this is a almost brand new battery. Ooh, there it's going. Did not like that though, did it? Come on, buddy. Kinda. I may not have the carburetor set close to right now. There we go. Come on. Now you were going good. you flooded or what? Battery's gonna crap out on me. I'm not sure exactly, to be honest with you. It still could be a points problem, because I feel like whenever I had trouble with it starting, if I'd follow the points after it did something like that, it would go better. There's enough gas in there that we should be fine. We just got to get it to take off and go. Oh, you know what I did wrong? I was dumb. See, that one was... You're an idiot, see? Now, I don't think I had it right at all. Come on. Dang it. It's one of those things, you know? It's a cold day. It's flooded, I can feel by opening the little cocks. It's uncocked! That's all she wrote. Okay, well, I guess I'll spend 90 minutes rigging up a battery charger, and then we will let it charge up a while, and then we'll try it again. But I got to somehow navigate my way out of this maze and make that happen. So I'll bring you back in a little bit. I don't know. Whilst we're waiting on this, I've got the battery charger hooked up, by the way. Maybe perhaps we should try some will it starts on these other ones that have just been sitting here doing absolutely nothing. A depressing thing, though, has indeed taken place on the 500, and I caught it earlier, but these rubbers on these little lights are just garbage from new, and it chucked out the white ones, and I got this one, and I can't remember if I found the other one and it's sitting in the toolbox now, or if I lost one and this is all I got, and that's crap, because you got to get them from a long ways away. And yeah, so that's not fun, but that's the way life is. Let's try this one. Cold start for sure. Come on. It usually starts in the cold. There, it kind of tried. Well, we're not doing too well on the cold start situation. We might as well run the battery down on this one too. Is it still hooked up even? Oh, no, it's not, because it's got that battery cut off in it. I don't know. This is probably a bad idea. All I'm going to do is run batteries dead doing this. And my body ragged from climbing over top of all this stuff. Now we got stuff. Give it some heater action. I don't think it really does anything anymore. It's a brand new one, but I'm not sure that... Nope, it's not gonna go. It has a, I think it still has one of those old junk batteries in it. So, man, that's a sad story. I could get some fard pounders. I might do that just so they can run a little while, charge the batteries. Give me a second. Let's go back to the 500. A little fard pounding never hurt anyone. It was almost there. It just needed a little boost. Now this Italian. I do is just go around and start them all up, and then by the time I get to the last one, I go around and start shutting them off. But I don't know if I'll do them all right now. We'll just do a few. This one's got a battery and it's still hooked up. That was probably a mistake. Super 55. Cold start. Nope. Come on. This 70 has a battery, but I might be wrong. I don't remember what we decided on yet. It does have a battery, but I don't know if it'll fire up. This is a rough old horse. It needs some more love. Charging the battery, so that's good. That's sadness. This one probably won't. I think the battery's dead on it. Maybe I'm wrong. It's hard to hear when they're... Yeah, I think the battery's totally dead on this one. We can try it later. It'll run. It drove in here. It doesn't want to run anyway. I need to order a jump pack. Several guys have had some pretty good suggestions on some of those mini jump packs and said they're a lot better than they used to be, so we may pursue that at some point. I don't know, 1800, do you want to try? I doubt it will, but you never know. If you go in with the expectation of failure, then you're never disappointed. Nope. Hey, there we go. I think it's almost out of gas. Like we're sucking fume. If I remember right when I drove it in here. Sometimes I like to start them all up and just watch them all run at the same time. And then I think about Greta fondly.
How dare you!
And how I'm stealing her childhood. Alright, nighty night to you. Take the battery cable off this time. That one we've been using, so we know it runs. Night 500. $13.65. Sure. Where is the... There. Alright. Why is this leaning so much? I guess the ground is just soft and it's kind of went in a hole. That tire is a little low, but is it really that low? I don't know. We'll deal with that later. We'll wait till it's totally flat, you know. Actually, to go, it's probably going to be easier just to walk all the way around to get to that tractor than to climb and do anything, so. All right, well, we got all but one and the one we're working on, so that's not bad. We know they all run because we had them all out this summer. All right. There we go. An 1800 just has its own sound, you know. They're just, it's kind of a nice sound, but anyway. I started cleaning out here and then I never followed through and finished, so now there's stuff scattered everywhere as usual. But I got a trash bag here, you know, so sure. I also meant to put the umbrella inside the house. That never happened. Can we get there? Probably not. Is that enough to start you? Let's see. God dang it. All right, well, we're not having a rousing success, but I still say that it's probably because of the points. So there's no use him hawing around about it anymore. I'll try to get a small screwdriver and try to figure out a way to wedge myself up there that we can work on it. So I better get all my supplies ahead of time, like whatever type of sandpaper and stuff I might need. So I'll go grab that and then we'll be right back. Well, I made it back here. I just need to, there we go. Just need to be able to see kind of what I'm doing. Kind of what I'm doing. There we go. Will it come out? All this stuff is brand new, which is what's really frustrating to me, that I have so much trouble with it. I mean, that calf looks faded, but it's really brand new. It's just been in here a while. Now, I could hem-haw around, or I could just take this off like I did last time, because that's what I had to do. So, it's too difficult to get back in here. Come on out of there. This is where we screw up probably. If we lose the little cliff, we're done. So we don't want to do that thing. Out of the danger zone. Yeah, see, look at that. See how it's corroded up? AKA also burnt maybe a little bit. I don't know. Alright. Can I get this in there somehow? Because this works really well. Just stay up there whilst I do this. Oh, this hammer drill ain't the tool for the job here, I'll tell you. It's all I had outside. The rest of the stuff's in the house. Come on. How can we get there? Remember, we can't. We can't. Okay, that's fine. We've been in the situation before where we can't accomplish what we wanted. So we'll switch to the lesser. I also need to get more emery cloth, as I am sadly deficient. This is not nearly aggressive enough for what I'm trying to do. But if we work twice as hard and half as smart, I think we'll get it done. Alright, we're going to say that that's good. Is it in reality? I don't know. But that's what I did to it last year when it wouldn't start. And it was acting in a similar fashion. All I did was take that top one off and sand her up. One of these days I may just get another magneto, because I'd say this one's possessed by demons. It just does not want to play ball like it did used to. I mean, I would hear stories about this thing sitting out. One year it was stuck. It sat out all winter, and he went back the next spring and drove it out of the hole. Didn't sit, it wasn't covered or nothing. And I keep it nice and in the shed, and it doesn't want to play. I don't understand that. I don't understand why you don't love me. Okay. All right, dear John. Are we gonna get it this time? I sure hope so, because I'm getting tired of always working on this tractor. That's why it just sits in the shed, because it's frustrating. All right, now it's the climb to get out of here. Are you still there? I hope so. I want to hear you run. Let's go. There. That's all it took. No. Come on. Don't die. Come on. Idle. Not even close to how I had it set before. Well, what do I know? I'm no Deere guy. That's a pretty low idle and pretty even. Battery charger left the scene. It's really hard to tell if you got it adjusted right without driving it. Shut it off and see if it'll start back up easy. That was always its problem, that I never could get it to start up. Well, oh yeah. Coming into it. Idle. That's pretty good. Shut it off. Let's try to start it one more time. Yep, I think I got it. So I'm going to run it out of gas here. That was always my other problem. It'll probably run for a long time at this speed with no gas. Icing. It's about out of gas. There we go. I was trying to get it used up so it would quit. All right, good deal. I think we got her made. Double check everything. I'm going to leave the battery charger hooked up to it, and after a while I'm going to come back out here and see if it'll start again and go. But I think I got it. I mean, that's the best it's ever been. So, or at least as good as it was when I had it this summer running. As good as I'd ever had it. So we definitely accomplished something. I mean, for one, the fuel doesn't just pour out over the side, which was the big problem, but I think it runs better now too. It's just a matter of fact that for whatever reason, my magneto, it always fouls the points if it sits for a while, and I don't understand that. So, I mean, the old timers used to leave them forever and never have to do that, and I have to do it all the time, it seems like. So, oh well, I guess that's just today's parts quality, maybe, is what the problem is. I guess I could buy another new cap, but that one's brand new. It's never done anything except sitting here in the shed. Sure, it's faded, but I don't think a new one would solve my problem. But anyway, as always, if you enjoy the videos, give them a thumbs up and leave a comment. That stuff doesn't cost you anything, and it's supposed to help me out a lot, I guess. And as always, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.